Alright, today I'm going to be making napalm. And before you look at me all crazy, I have a practical use for this. Alright, so you're going to need a cup with some gasoline in it and some styrofoam. I'm probably only going to use this much, but it's probably going to take a while, so I'm pretty much just going to get into making it. So napalm is just a term for any jelly-like substance that is flammable. And while this dissolves, I'll just tell you a little bit about it until I don't have anything to say anymore, and then we'll speed this up a little bit. I usually use napalm to start my fires in my backyard, so that's my use for it. Works real easy because it burns for a while, and it makes starting fires really easy. I couldn't find an exact date for napalm, but they've been using it pretty much since the Middle Ages, or at least back in the day of siege warfare in castles. They used to use trebuchets to launch flaming balls of fire over castle walls and destroy stuff, so yeah, it's pretty terrifying. More recently, Napalm B was invented and developed in 1942 to be used in, obviously, World War II. It was also used in Vietnam and a few other things until it was outlawed by the Geneva Conventions. At least I think it was the Geneva Conventions. So it's illegal to be used in a war or against civilians or anybody for that matter. When napalm is used as a war weapon, it deoxygenates the air and it creates a lot of carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. Like I said, pretty terrifying. Quick World War II history. I can't remember his name, which is a shame. But there was a guy that was involved in the island hopping campaign in World War II against the Japanese who had to clear some pillboxes because they were being a real pain to the US troops. So he was given a flamethrower and he had to go clear out all these pillboxes. So he had to crawl a couple hundred meters to get to these pillboxes from the line they had. So he crawled this couple hundred meters up to a pillbox, and 2 or 3 Japanese soldiers came out of the pillbox running at him. If you don't know what a pillbox is basically a giant concrete structure that has machine gun placements in it. So it could be a real pain for infantry units to get around. But as he came up to one of these pillboxes, 3 Japanese soldiers came out and rushed him. So he sprayed him, which sounds pretty terrifying. So during this battle of him clearing all these pillboxes, he actually had to go back to the line and refill his flamethrower with some napalm. So he had to crawl a couple hundred meters to each pillbox and back a few times just to reload and get some more napalm. World War II veterans are something else, I'm telling you. But we'll get into more World War II history at another time. So that's a big ball of napalm. When it comes out, obviously it's going to be soaked in gasoline, so be careful about that. But it's really malleable and it's really stretchy. pretty scary. And it's malleable, so you can just clump it up back together. Alright, so this is the finished product, or at least one of them. It's kind of cool looking. But yeah. Alright, and that's the video. Alright. Alright, and that's napalm. I got one napalm ball, and I got two napalm balls. I'm going to light off the big one, leave the second one for later, maybe personal use. I might find another video for it. If you can think of anything to do with napalm, let me know, put it in the comments. You know, I could mold it to pretty much anything. So yeah, let me know. I'm going to light this one off. It burns for a while. So I'm probably going to speed it up, but yeah, we'll see how long this one burns. Well, it looks like we got about 15.5 minutes of burn time on that, with the small flame wanting to linger on for about 30 seconds to about a minute. So it's more than enough to start a backyard fire, or a campfire for that matter. There is a lot of smoke involved, and it's styrofoam, so the smoke is really bad for you, so be careful about that. Today's video wasn't all that interesting. It is kind of cool and good information. It's always good to know how to start a small fire with stuff you may or may not have. Styrofoam and gasoline is easy to come by, so almost anyone can make some. If you like this video, remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you at the next one.